Alrighty, hello. Yeah, I think everything's working. Okay, let's get this loaded up. Where were we? We were about to go into a lost Akaveri shrine to try and save the last dragon guard, I believe. Trying to stop an assassination squad or something like that. I don't know. So hopefully it'll load us up right outside the shrine. Daily reward fortified meal. We will even use that. Alright, there's our companion, Zamorak, on the Doval Shrine. Dov sounds kind of dragonish. ESO speak. It's a nice opening shot. Yeah, gang's all here. Let's head on in. Must be it.
That door. Not even all of Zamorak's strength and training can budge a magical barrier. Maybe the pedestal.
It's like a dragon skull.
The pedestal maintains the magical barrier, but Zamorak does not know how.
Find the dragon guard, or his blood won't be the only thing that stains my blade this day.
The assassins. That came from the south. We must hurry, Five Claw.
Alright. We got a trap.
Traps. They struck some of the assassins, but not all of them. We must be wary.
Yes. Okay, there's only one way to go. Ooh, what's this? Claws of adamant, voice of end, fear the foe, heed the teacher. Move as wind, bend as river. Before victory there is survival. Hate injury, shun death. Alright, I have no idea what that means. I'm trying to be all stealthy. How did he detect me? Another one of these. Gone. gone from sainted memory. The peace once known gone from sainted memory. The lessons of great agony, wisdom from behind the stars. We must learn or we must die. Okay, that's very cryptic. Hey, this is all like some kind of Dragon Guard training or teaching experiment. Am I the only one who's actually even trying to avoid the traps? Looks that way. Okay, got another one of whatever these is.
The assassins.
No talon, no tail, no fang. Devastation is the scream. To sunder stone and armies, keep silence with our foe. Let the shout die in the throat. So are they actually talking about dragon shouts? That was a bit of a shock the other night when the dragon actually shouted. Oh, that's a long way. Not this way, this way. There's not a pincushion.
You can't hide from us forever, Dragon Guard.
You couldn't find an Alfican alabaster, you Roxian dolt?
That was the Dragon Guard. We're running out of time.
Journey to endings. Seek blessings, grant pardons, journey to endings. No return for we, soldier, hunter, pilgrim, soul and mind falter. Okay. No, God damn it. Got another one, I don't know if these actually mean anything. War, hunt, deliverance. Journey on with many names. War, hunt, deliverance. None take spoil, none seek glory. When kin of gods must die, though more beautiful than will. A scumbag, attacking you whilst you're reading. Where it wants us to go. And
Another maze. We must find a way to the other side.
yep, and another one of whatever these are. Gifts of death and fear. All Dragon Guard, remember gifts of death and fear. Our foes endless and proud, cannot think as we, only of gain, never loss. I suspect I'm learning some profound mystery here. Oh, another one. Fight as prey. Forget honor as dragons do, instead fight as prey. Run and hide, strike from ambush, wound with 1,000 cuts. Deceit triumphs over pride. Not exactly going to argue with that. Fight to win. Come on, dude. Turn your back. Turn your back and I will blade of woe you. That'll make me feel better. There we go.
Too much to do in too little time.
Quite nice, and like a nice stealth kill. I don't really want any of that. Oh, got another one of these. Faith in dust and stone. Creatures of earth, faith in dust and stone. Fight to live as insects, to hide and strike from shadow. Fear day and open sky. I feel like a warrior monk already. Whoops. Missed that trap. Or rather didn't. So another one of those things. Guess we've made it to the other side.
Once I select a target, it always dies.
Okay.
I trained to fight dragons. This isn't going to end the way you expect.
An end comes to all, in death is the promise. Battle-weary sword laid down, battle-scarred shield set aside, all shall rest in lasting peace. And true. Training chamber. Got another. To wear dread mantle.
Now, guard, you and
Armed
your
strong,
order.
mindful, to wear dread mantle. The gods of our homeland, bleed and quartered, taught us exceedingly well.
You're that assassin.
Let's not trip any more traps. Okay, so I'm having to wait for them to respawn.
Now, Dragon Guard, you and
There
your
we go.
order die. Oh, good. More blood.
Here, Samarak can soothe your pain. Samarak Sora
I refuse to die. You're that assassin.
Maybe now the royal family can rest in peace. Thank you, Five Claw. With Saulinia dead, maybe the royal family can finally rest in peace. The Dragon Guard ran through that door, but he was wounded. We should help him.
Are you alright, Zamorak?
Zamorak. There was a heaviness on Zamorak's soul. Now it disperses like sand in the wind.
Sand in the wind.
Still, this one promised to find a new path. But these events just returned him to the same one he walked before.
You helped bring the killer of the royal family of Anaquina to justice.
Yes, but Zamorak believed his previous life of violence caused those deaths. His studies and meditations told him this was so. Now, with Saulinia's death, Zamorak feels lighter. It feels good, but it also feels like a betrayal of the desert wind.
It's an actual choice. Sometimes you have to fight fire with fire. Stick to your teachings. Violence shouldn't be the answer.
You are right, Five Claw. Violence is never the best way to solve a problem. It only leads to grief. As the adepts say, when an enemy strikes you on the right, also offer him your left. But these musings are missed.
Yes. In other words, fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. Here I can loot.
Oh, damn assassin. She knew her stuff. I saw her fall, though. Thanks for that.
You're welcome.
After all these years, why do I suddenly have so much company?
Dragons have returned. Euraxia sent the assassin because she thought you knew how to stop them.
I know about the dragons. I sent word to the other sanctuaries.
Other sanctuaries? I thought you were the last of the Dragon Guard.
The last. I didn't think so. But no one else has responded. Maybe. No. I know at least one other is still out there. He'll come. He has to.
Is there really a way to stop the dragons?
Take my ring. It will open the sanctuary. Find the dragon horn. You have to. Have to.
Dragon Guard Orland?
May Kenarthi guide you to the sands behind the stars.
Okay, we open the Dragon Guard's sanctuary.
Below. That looks like Prefect Kalo. What is he doing here?
Ah, there you are. We came as soon as we could. Were you able to stop Captain Solinia and her assassins?
Solinia is dead, but so is the Dragon Guard. Did Chimera accept your terms of alliance?
Both dead? Solinia deserved it. Shame about the Dragon Guard, though. And yes, it took some convincing and Tharn's most diplomatic negotiation tactics, but Queen Chimera has accepted our help. Provisionally.
Provisionally?
The Cygnus Irregulars are on probation. For now. Once Queen Chimera sees us in action, I'm sure she'll come around. Until then, I wanted to make sure you are all right. Beating Solinia is no small feat. I'm sorry we lost the Dragon Guard, though.
The Dragon Guard gave me a key to his sanctuary. We were on our way to retrieve a dragon horn.
A dragon horn? Like the one at Star Haven Auditorium? Huh. Well, if you think this old relic can help, lead the way.
Alright.
The barrier is fallen. Let us see what awaits within.
Dragon skull with creepy red glowing eyes. That's unnerving.
Are these the remains of a dragon guard?
Looks like they could be.
Books and scrolls. I knew it. Knowledge is power, my friend. You'll see.
But I can't read them. Don't seem to loot anything. Yep. Right. For the old Vakavir. No faith in blade or shield for the old of Vakavir. The song of our first brethren, a weapon for when the need arises. The Nikian dragon horn. Alright. No. Really? I've got to carry that. Old horn inscribed with runes, removed from a larger instrument. Seems to be a portable version of the greater horn.
Such a small thing when compared to the dragons. Still, we should take it to Rimmon, yes?
Yes. Is that another room? Still can't actually loot anything. Damn it. Well, I can sit. Oh man. Enforced lack of looting? This is bad. Such a rack, but I don't want tea. I don't want to cook. Yeah, well.
I want to take another look at these books. We'll meet you back in Rimmon.
You alright?
Zamarak will linger as well, to make sure the Imperials find their way back.
You alright? Everyone ditch me. I'll go on my own. Okay. It's busy down here. So I head on out. Yeah, here we are. The exit. Elsweyr. If there's a way shrine nearby. bridge we came over earlier. And Rimmen is back up there. I'm just going to see a way shrine or anything, but nope, doesn't appear to be. Try and be as sneaky as we can. We don't want to fight the entire animal kingdom down here. Giant scorpions and harpies. Yeah, he's just going to draw the scorpions off. Now we're clear. Excellent. Go back to the start position, they won't bother us. The way we came earlier. I don't know why we didn't come over that top bridge, but whatever.
Oh, my fur ripples in happiness. Euraxia, the horrid usurper, is deposed. There might not be enough moon sugar and Tamriel to celebrate that.
Indeed. And an outsider stepped in to assist in that.
This is Rubani's turf.
This
All
one wishes all
trespassers
those
lose an
involved
ear.
in this change of circumstance
Whoops.
well.
That did not show stealing.
With our new queen, I hope to see great things. Though,
Especially
of
annoying as I
course,
already know
can't
it.
happen overnight. I must remember my patience.
Patience does not agree with you on most days, but it is
Now, where was the way shrine? Right there, in front of me.
Elsweyr, yes, much good.
Okay, we want to head back to Rimmen, which is there. Much quicker than running or riding across the country. I want to go up to the palace. Yeah, over there. I assume the palace will be up. Be the general way of things.
Shore's bones. Rigert knew he should have brought more mead.
So gotta do.
You lack the characteristics of the degenerate. Nevertheless, you're guilty. Pay the bounty.
Fine.
Sufficient.
I forgot about that. So long since I've actually had a bounty. I'm sure it didn't show stealing from that backpack.
It's happening again. I see a dragon.
Cadwell? Cadwell? What was that about a dragon? Ah, there you are. See to Cadwell, if you would. Then join us in the throne room for the War Council.
Hello? Is someone there? I appear to be back in my head. Well, my other head. The other head. This is so confusing. Ah, wait. Things are becoming clearer now. Yes, well, there you are. Oh, so good to see you again, my friend.
What did you see?
I saw that nasty orc necromancer, Zumog Foom. He really is a despicable fellow. And there was a dragon, a huge, powerful, eyes as big as a house dragon. They called it Carl Grunteed. Means champion of the bound time. How do I know these things?
Did you see or hear anything else?
Well, yes, I did. Seems the ears are as connected as the eyes. They talked about the moons, something about an eclipse and the perfect time to use the gate. I remember something about that from when I was the betrayer, but the details are hazy.
The memories of your life are returning.
My memory returns in dribs and drabs, but I'm not sure that's a good thing. If I remember anything helpful, though, I'll let you know. Where are my manners? They're waiting for you. Queen Chimera has called another war council in the throne room.
Do you know what the War Council meeting is about?
Not a clue, but I know one way to find out. Head inside and see what the Cat Queen has to say.
Sounds like a plan. Rimmon Palace. Where's the throne room? Where am I supposed to be going? She's up. It's start to lay on markers appearing. Alright.
The archives were extremely helpful once I found the appropriate documents.
Our moon singers and moon priests have always paid particular attention to detail. What did you learn?
Tharn found documents regarding an ancient agreement with the Dragon Guard. They apparently provided a weapon to use against the dragons.
This relates to the legends of Kunsari and Queen Anequina, yes?
Pardon the interruption, Queen Chimera, but that sounds like the dragon horn we found. That Dragon Guard didn't survive, but he gave us the Anequina dragon horn.
So this alliance I reluctantly agreed to has borne fruit.
The Cygnus Irregulars assisted, but your agent did the important work.
A weapon from the Dragon Guard. Interesting. Come, Five Claw. I want to hear your report. Agreeing to an alliance with Imperials. At least it appears this Prefect Kalo assisted you. Tell me what happened out there, Five Claw. I want to hear it from you.
The assassin killed the Dragon Guard, but we did acquire the Anequin and the whatever that is, Dragon Horn.
So that is the Dragon Horn. It is much smaller than I thought it would be, and it looks fragile. Sound it once and it will probably crumble to dust. What are we supposed to do with such a thing? As always, you have my thanks, Five Claw. Euraxia hoped to appease the dragons by assassinating the last Dragon Guard of Elsweyr. He died, but at least you acquired the Anequina Dragonhorn and avenged his death.
I did.
Now if we only knew what to do with the damn thing.
It makes noise like any other horn, right?
I know how a horn works, Five Claw, but this is a relic of ancient magic. I do not want to damage it before we learn the true significance of its power. I will have Tarn do more research. In the meantime, we have another matter to deal with.
Another matter?
Cadwell's visions strike more frequently now, with more urgency. Tarn believes Zumog Foom is close to reassembling Cadwell's dismembered body. I want you to stop him. The betrayer of legend must not be reborn.
I'll find him and stop him from reassembling Cadwell the Betrayer. Maybe we'll have to fight Cadwell.
Abner Tarn checks on Cadwell regularly. Find them and see if they can tell you where Zumog Foom hides. Meanwhile, I will consult with Gareshri. Review the Kunzari stories before we task Tarn with learning more about the Dragonhorn.
You must know something about the Dragonhorn.
A little. There was a similar relic at Starhaven Adeptorium, but I never gave it much thought. It was just there, another memento of a mostly forgotten past. The one you brought us, it bears the name of an Equina.
What is the significance of an Equina?
An Equina is the name of our kingdom, the northern half of Elsweyr. It grew out of one of the 16 original prides and was named after my ancestor, an Equina Sharptongue. She was one of the ancient heroes, a member of Kunzari's Krajon.
Do you think this really has something to do with the legends of him?
Legends and myths make up a great part of who we are, Five Claw. For the Khajiit, the truth of our stories is the truth, pure and simple. The return of the dragons began with the tales of Kunzari, and I expect it to end there as well.
Is the Dragonhorn part of the story?
No. Kunzari and his company of heroes predate the arrival of the Akaviri and Tamriel. It was the Akaviri who gave rise to the Dragon Guard and revealed the secrets of the Dragonhorn. As I understand it, the Starhaven Dragonhorn was a gift.
A gift?
From the ancient order of the Dragon Guard. If I remember what the adept at Starhaven once told me, I assume the same is true of the Anequina Dragonhorn. It's too bad that Dragon Guard you met did not live long enough to tell you more.
Can you tell me anything else about the Dragonhorn?
Legends and myths make up a great part of who we are, Five Claw. For the Khajiit, the truth of our story.
You have heard that. Right, find Abnathan. Here they are. I know Tarian chicken.
Hold, varlets! Don't you dare attach that foot to my ankle!
This is Cadwell's longest episode yet. Perhaps I can...
That's it! Time to give you knaves what for!
These are visions. Dismembered bodies. I hate necromancy. Cadwell trusts you, Five Claw. You talk to him.
Who's there? Speak up! I'm about to teach these rapscallions a valuable lesson. And yes, I plan to make it hurt.
Cadwell, it's me. What's going on?
Ah, jolly good. I could use a noble squire for the battle ahead. To battle ahead? Anyway, Zumog Foom has gathered the dismembered parts of the betrayer's body. I can't allow the necromancer to put me, back together.
What are you seeing? Where is Zumog Foom?
I'm not entirely certain. It's definitely a dark, menacing cavern. Just the sort of place necromancers enjoy hanging around. Oh! Here now! Stop that! Your pardon, noble squire, but I have to go kick myself in the head.
Cadwell, wait.
I'm off to put a stop to these dastardly villains.
Tarn, can you determine where Cadwell disappeared to?
Of all the foolish, idiotic, misguided things that Cadwell has ever done, this may be the worst of them all. He fancies himself a hero, but he's given Zumog Foom exactly what he needed.
What do you mean? Why does he need Cadwell?
I'm no expert on necromancy, but it's obvious that our Cadwell is the last piece Zumog Foom needs to restore the betrayer. He has all the parts of Cadwell's dismembered body, And now Cadwell has handed him the final component, his very essence.
Cadwell's essence? You mean his soul?
Does a soul shriven have a soul? I have no idea how the philosophy of oblivion accounts for such things, but there must be some kernel of the original Cadwell inside the one we know. It stands to reason. The necromancer would need that as well.
How do we help him? We don't even know where he went.
I managed to scry Cadwell's portal before it winked out. It connected to an ancient crypt in the scar, not far from the Stitches. Head there immediately. The rest of us will make preparations and join you as soon as we can.
I'll find them in the scar. It's not like I was just there. Back and forth, back and forth. Right, let's get to the way shrine. I think it's down through the market, isn't it? Straight back to the Stitches. We'll try and stop a necromancer. Mulaamnir's lair. If there's maybe a better way down. Oh, too late now. Chest for a minute. Ooh. That's nice. Actually, that reminds me, don't I have some points to spend? Oh, I do, a few. Health shields you from damage, that's not bad. Damage taken against direct damage attacks. Okay. Increase the magic and stamina. You're pretty. That's quite nice. I like that one. Then we've got 2 for the apprentice. Or the mage. Okay, we will go. So we've done light and heavy attacks for destruction and restoration. Alright, that's those used. We've got a skill point. I have no idea where to stick this. In the politest possible way. Use two-handed, not interested. Don't use shield. Don't use a bow. I think in restoration I can use. I haven't leveled it up enough. Restoration mage guild abilities, but I don't really use any. I'm really the same with the Sijic. Attacks with healing abilities that can only be used. Yeah. As well, unlock that. Just. Well, we had. Oh god, we got another point. I may as well just unlock that for the hell of it. dragons. How did we get away with that? It was ridiculous. We should never have got away with that. And I'm not going to complain.
You took your time. Let's talk. Travel never used to take this much out of me. Oh well. Now that you're here, we can begin our investigation of the crypt.
Where is Amarak and Prefect Callow? I thought they were going to meet us.
The adept and the prefect volunteered to scout ahead. They haven't returned. That means it's up to us. We must stop Zumog Foom from reanimating Cadwell the Betrayer.
You think something happened to Zamorak and Callow?
Something has prevented them from returning. I can only assume the necromancers or their undead have done them in. Where they were forestalled, we must prevail. Otherwise, Zumog Foom and the dragons get one step closer to fulfilling their plans.
We can't give up on them.
Don't be a fool. Our first priority is to stop Zumog Foom and keep him from aiding the dragons. After that, we can worry about everything else. Provided we survive, of course.
Yeah, all right. I guess if we're dead, we don't have to worry about it. Sepulchre of Mischance. I was going to say mischief there for a minute, but it's mischance. Can't speak, can't read. So tired.
Cadwell, what happened to you?
Fun whole spot. They ripped it out of me. I'm afraid I bungled this one royally, old friend.
Tell me what happened.
I opened a portal. Meant to put the villainous Zumog Foom to the sword. He got the better of me. The necromancers stole my essence, flung it to assorted ritual sites throughout the lair. Now I'm weak and my old body is being restored.
What about Zamorak and Prefect Callow? Have you seen them?
The big cat and the Imperial. They arrived shortly after I did, but they didn't fare much better. I'm not sure what Zumog Foom did with them. I've just been standing here trying to recover enough strength to give it another go.
Maybe we can recover your stolen energy. Either way, we need to stop him.
Charge me up again? Capital idea, and I agree. We can't let the betrayer join the dragons. That reminds me of a time. No. Can't think. Too weak. I'll stand with you as long as I can. Could use a bit of a lie down, though.
All right.
I'll delay Zumog Foom's ritual as long as I can. You take Cadwell and see if you can recover his stolen energy.
Ah, good old Abner. The nastier he treats you, the more you know he loves you.
I'm not entirely sure that's how it works with Khan. The gang all here, yep.
You left us to die, Kalo.
Our blood is on your hands.
No! I won't allow you to interfere with the ritual!
Bollocks, I missed. Oh god, what you hit?
Flesh from your bones!
Yeah, don't think he will.
That glowing cloud. It's holding this ritual together.
Refreshing. Let's find the rest of it and put it back where it belongs.
Alright, we can do that. Crypt library. Why would a crypt have a library? And bookshelves I can't blimmin' read. That's just annoying. And spiders.
You were never strong enough, Zamorak. I died because you were weak.
Praying to the moons won't save you, cat.
Just more fuel for the ritual.
She's almost down.
Zamorak failed. Again.
You did not fail.
Welcome back, little energy. I missed you so.
Zamorak always fails the ones who count on him the most.
Snap out of it. We need to find him and stop his ritual.
Careful, Walker. You do not know the burden that Zamorak carries. The guilt Zamorak feels whenever he remembers those he failed.
So you're going to let Zumogfun win? You're going to fail again?
How dare you say... No. No, you are right to chide Zamorak. This one let the necromancers wield his guilt against him. Never again. The scent of death and decay is stronger through that door. Go. Stop Zumogfum. Zamorak will catch up.
Alright. I'll go do all the work. Let's just check that my weapon is fully charged, or at least well charged. Should be, I think I only charged it yesterday.
You're a senile old fool, half-brother. How could you be so reckless? The dragons are your fault!
Your past will destroy you, Admiral.
Her down. Should do it. One more.
Get rid of that damn cloud! Oh, that hits the spot. Did you know I used to be a High Chancellor? No, wait. No, that bit belongs to Abner.
Zumogfum is stronger than I anticipated. Or perhaps my powers have degraded more than I realized. Either way, you arrived just in time. If I had to listen to my half-sister prattle on for an instant longer, I would have chewed my own arm off.
How did you end up as part of the ritual?
Believe me, it wasn't my intent when I opened the portal. Foom used a siphoning ward of some sort. It redirected my spell and trapped me in that cloud of energy. They're using Cadwell's essence to power their ritual. It's rather ingenious, actually.
Was that really the ghost of Euraxia Tharn?
I really have no idea. Perhaps it was an echo pulled from my deepest, most morose memories. Perhaps not. While I recover my strength, head through the southern door. I sense a culmination of magic. Zumog Foom must be close to completing his ritual.
All right. So he beat Abner Tharn, Imperial Battle Mage, and I'm gonna have to try and beat him. Yeah, I'm not sure that sounds good.
Five Claw. This one doesn't have much time.
None I do.
Nalado should not be here. This one should be prowling the sand behind the stars and preparing for the next pounce, not lingering in this fetid tomb.
Why are you here?
Zumog Foom called Nalado back. He planned to use her in a foul ritual, but dead or no, Nalado is still a soldier. His follower never stood a chance. This one sensed something. Decided to wait here a little longer.
The ritual was using Cadwell's energy. What happened to it?
Nalado thought the cloud of energy reminded her of the strange night adorned in cookware. This one thinks she absorbed the energy when she killed the necromancer and disrupted this part of the ritual.
Can you return the energy to Cadwell Nalado?
Return it? Perhaps, though that will certainly shred the spirit form. No matter. Nalado no longer belongs in this realm. Tell Queen Carmira and Garashri that Nalado says farewell. Now, prepare yourself, strange knight. This belongs to you.
Rest easy, Nalado.
The cat captain, she's sacrificed herself. For me. I don't know what to say. We need to hurry, my friend. Zumog Foom is almost finished, and I'm starting to find this whole looking through two sets of eyes thing to be quite disorienting.
I can imagine. Inventory. Yeah, then something new. No matter how much peril the world is in, there is always time to loot. Don't know if I know that one. Soon find out. I do. Flint and lock. Again, what is it with the lockpicks? This is a tomb. People shouldn't need lockpicks in a tomb. Where are we going? This way. Zumog Foom's lair. We're going to sneak, but I bet I can't actually sneak up on him.
Stop me! Neither you nor that mumbling corpse stand a chance!
Corpse? I'll have you know, I'm barely 1/4 cadaver on my mother's side.
Two of you can't exist in the same reality, soul-shriven. The stronger the betrayer becomes, the weaker you will grow. Your life is mine, outsider! Rise and destroy my minions!
Yeah, it does not seem well worded. Rise and destroy my minions.
Let the essence of death flow!
Rise my minions and destroy might have been better. Down about halfway.
Your life is mine! Rise and destroy my minions!
I had to say it. Judging my health so quickly. Yeah, don't miss. Got him.
It feels like jolly good shell. Of course I fading away with the orc myself once my reanimation was complete. Now that I'm whole, I have a destiny to fulfill. So, cheerio.
That didn't quite go to plan.
I always heard that introspection could be difficult, but meeting yourself. No one likes to discover that they were a tallow catch. Try not to hold it against me. Him and me were two sides of a dented coin.
Cadwell, what's wrong?
I don't think the world can handle more than one Cadwell at a time. My essence, I feel it draining away. Strange as the end approaches, so does clarity. You will try to stop him for me, won't you?
Stop him. What's the betrayer planning to do?
Finish what I started a long, long time ago. I remember how we stopped the dragons. Quinzari and I, we tricked Count Gronti, used his own ambition against him, convinced him to place a portion of his power in Jode's core.
How did that stop the dragons?
Count Gronti ordered his brothers to follow suit. Once weakened, we were able to trap them in the halls of Colossus. Then the betrayer, then I killed Quinzari. I earned that name. I plan to steal the power, but Anequina's adepts...
Cadwell, stay with me.
I'm still here. Chimera, she looks like Anequina. So pretty. Anequina possessed a key to a special place. That's where I learned to use portals. Luckily, they cut off my head and dismembered me before I could reach Jode's core.
Cadwell, can you hear me?
I guess you have to chop him up. Tell Chimera she has the keys and look after the honor of the steed.
Is that really the end of Cadwell? I'm sure we'll get him back in some form. There I am.
Anequina was a moon priest. Could that be the key to using the dragon horn?
The same notion occurred to me, Queen Chimera.
Wait, here comes Tarn and the others. I am happy to see you and the others, Fiveclaw, and I'm eager to hear what happened. Wait, where is Cadwell?
Cadwell faded away. We stopped Zumug-Fum, but not before he reanimated the betrayer.
That does not bode well. The betrayer of Kunzari was a great hero who became a terrible villain. It took all the remaining champions and the moon priests of Anequina to stop him. But how does the betrayer's return help the dragons?
Cadwell began to remember. He said the betrayer seeks a special place to find Jode's core.
A special place? That does not give us a lot of information to go on, Fiveclaw. Did Cadwell tell you anything else before he disappeared?
He talked about Anequina and the dragon's imprisonment. He said you possess the key. It's going to be her amulet.
The ancient legends. I have been studying them. They mention Jode's core, a vault of some kind. Kunzari tricked the demons into storing their power there, though now we know that the demons were dragons. A metaphor, yes? As for a key...
It's got to be her amulet. Do you know what Cadwell was talking about?
Everyone, meet in the royal study. I have something to show you. Cadwell spoke of Anequina, one of Kunzari's champions. He mentioned a key. I think he meant my pendant.
Zamorak remembers. Your mother wore it before you. Does it have more than sentimental significance?
It hides me from magical detection. Mother would take my pendant in her hand and whisper, "When Kunzari smiled, Anequina asked the moons to move for him."
The Shadow Dance Temple ruins. Is that where the betrayer has gone?
I discovered as a young girl that the pendant and this ancient map interact in interesting ways. I learned the stories of Kunzari from my mother. Did I tell you she was a moon singer before she married my father? She said the pendant once belonged to Anequina. I am related to Anequina. Direct descendant, according to the moon priests.
The location indicated on the map. What is that place?
An ancient ruin. The place was once the Shadow Dance Temple, but now it is nothing but tumbled stones. Still, Cadwell indicated the pendant was the key to finding the betrayer. What else do we have to go on?
You said your mother told you that Anaquina could make the moons move for Kunzari?
Yes, from Kunzari's story. He tricked the demons into giving him their power. Then Anaquina moved the moons so he could store the power in Jode's core for safekeeping. Of course, now we know the demons of the story were actually the dragons.
Could that be what Cadwell was talking about? Tell me the rest of the story.
In their weakened state, Kunzari was able to trick the dragons and trap them in the halls of Colossus. But one of his companions betrayed him, stabbed him in the back, and went to the place of the Dark Dance to steal the demon power.
That sounds like the Shadow Dance ruins. I guess we need to investigate the place.
I think you are right, Five Claw. The betrayer must want to finish what he started in the ancient time. But the dragons also want that power. Are they working together? Either way, we need to get to the temple ruins.
Where are the Shadow Dance ruins?
As we saw on the map, the ruins lie in the foothills east of the Scar, between Orcrest and the town of Haoshe. We will meet you there.
You right? I'll go the long old-fashioned way, because Tharn just portals you there and you're waiting for me when I arrive. Because that's never annoying.
We need to send your Cygnus irregulars to the Moongate, Prefect Kalo.
Agreed. We've been practicing in anticipation of joining forces for more than a year.
A year? But a year ago we were still enemies.
Perhaps. I always knew we'd wind up fighting the Iraq.
Stairs. I mean, I thought I was just going to run off the edge of a wall. So we're going there. Okay. Make sure it's nice and close. Makes life just that little bit easier. Oh, lag. Is that the server? I think it must be. We're even going this way. Seems a bit better now it's caught up.
Perhaps a direct approach would be the best.
Shadow of a dragon overhead. Good to go. Try not to waste any more time with these stupid things. Okay. So now the ruins are below. So cool. Freaking dragons.
Chimera's waiting for you inside. If the dragon circling overhead spots us, I'll try to drive it off.
Zamorak will assist.
Yes, I'm sure your fists will make all the difference.
Oh, hey, Chimera?
This is the right place. I can sense it. But nothing in this chamber looks like it can make the moons move or open a path to Joan or Jode. What are we missing, Fiveclaw?
Cadwell said your pendant was the key.
And Riddlethar knows I have tried everything I can think of. I held it out, I presented it forcefully, I even shook it vigorously, but nothing happened. I do not know what else to do.
You said your mother would sometimes hold it and tell you stories? Maybe something she said.
My memories and the Kunzari stories, everything jumbles together. Too much research has crowded my mind. Wait, maybe... I remember one thing Mother used to say. Maybe if I repeat her words while I hold the pendant.
Couldn't hurt. Give it a go.
When a Nequina's blood calls, the shadow dance begins.
By the moons, you opened the path.
You go ahead. Zamorak and I will deal with the dragon outside. Somehow.
Moons watch over you. Come, Fiveclaw. Let us see where this leads.
And she's the queen. Should she really be just jumping into portals? I mean, I'm a soulless adventurer, so, you know, no problem there.
Beautiful. Why was this hidden for so long? This place has guardians, it seems. But they could not stop the betrayer.
Okay. Shadow Dance Temple. Chimera, the betrayer's scent.
The betrayer sent.
Oh.
He came this way.
What is
That relic. See what you can make of it, Five Claw. The spirits awake. The temple recognized me. I am becoming attuned.
Are they doing anything else? Chronicles of Jurari, Chapter 1. Okay, I'm going to read this through quietly. I'm not going to read it out loud. It's too long. Okay. Yep. Excuse me. Knock him down.
Sir Cadwell, you're part of Munzari's Krajun. Why are you doing this?
I want what Kunzari hid away, and I need to move the moons to reach it. If a few cats must die along the way, what of it?
You're insane.
You talk to your new god
The
like
temple.
that?
It
Manners.
shows us how the betrayer became attuned.
Here we go.
Another temple relic. Activate it for me, Five Claw. I understand. Moving the moons causes an eclipse. That opens the way to Jode's core.
Okay. Find the final temple relic.
It's almost a shame how Enequina's faithful keep throwing themselves at my blade. Almost.
Oh, Cadwell. Maybe we should have just had Cadwell stay in Cold Harbor.
The final temple relic. There it is. Activate it, please. Now, 5 more. We need to reach the temple sanctuary.
Okay.
Wait, my friend. Let us talk before we confront the betrayer.
You alright?
The ancient memories become clearer in my mind with every passing moment. We follow the same path as the heroes of legend. Kunzari, Anequina, the betrayer. They all walked these steps to reach Jode's core.
Tell me everything the attuned memories have shown you.
I see the truth of the myths and legends. Kunzari tricked Calgrontiid into storing the might of the dragons in Jode's core. Then, the heroes of the Krajun lured them into the halls of Colossus and sealed the doors.
Right, then the betrayer stabbed Kunzanri in the back.
Yes, he murdered Kunzari and then came to this temple to gain the power to move the moons and open the way to Jode's core. You see, the path only appears at the moon gate of Anequina when the moons are aligned, as in an eclipse.
The moon priest stopped the betrayer back then.
True, but many died before they lopped off his head. The betrayer was the greatest warrior of his day. If it comes to a battle, it will not be an easy one. There is an apparatus in the sanctuary, linked to the larger moon gate. That is what we seek.
You deal with the apparatus. I'll take care of the betrayer.
We are about to enter the place where the betrayer faced his greatest failure. Where he died at the hands of the remaining heroes and moon priests. We must make sure history repeats itself.
Do you have any advice on fighting the betrayer?
The shade of Anequina darkens with rage whenever I think about him. Even before his betrayal, she detested the man. He was vain, proud, a great sword fighter, but full of ego and hubris. Perhaps that is his weakness, his pride.
Alright. So we got another boss battle. Vault of the Heavenly Scourge. Sounds pleasant. Oh, excuse me.
Too late! Fools! The eclipse has started! I'm going to share the power with the dragons. Magnanimous, don't you think? Sure, these lovely keepsakes don't. Yeah, let me open wide.
can't knock him over. And I can't hold him in place.
Sure, these lovely keepsakes don't.
Oh, we got him.
I cannot stop the eclipse. The betrayer did something to the apparatus. The moons cannot hear my plea.
You can't stop it.
No. The betrayer has set the moons in motion, and they will not answer to my song. There is nothing to stop the dragons from using the moon gate of Anequina to reach Jode's core.
So Elsweyr is doomed?
Not yet. This apparatus moves the moons, but the moon gate of Anequina creates the portal to Jode's core. Luckily, I sent forces there to defend it from the dragons. We will join them. But first, the memories tell me we have one more task here.
What do we need to do?
Anequina's memories show me how she once used the Dragonhorn. The combat Dragonhorn you gave me. It needs to be energized. Have its power restored. Activate the nearby temple relic, and I will charge the Dragonhorn.
I activate the relic. This one.
Zara, Anequina, Cadwell, John, and Jode. All of it into the Dragonhorn.
Cadwell?
A dip in cold water is refreshing, pleasant, and I'm fit as a fig tree. Now, where's the evil me? Where is the fiend? Let me at him. I returned as soon as I could to help you give the betrayer a good thrashing.
The betrayer has been destroyed. But what about you?
I feel tip-top, I must say. I thought it was the cozy confines of my beloved Cold Harbor. But I suppose it has more to do with the destruction of my other half. Well, good show. The world is saved.
Not exactly. The betrayer set the moons in motion. When they align, the dragons can reach the core.
That doesn't sound good. Let me think. If I concentrate, I can recall what was going through my despicable other self's mind. He wanted to make sure no one could stop the path from opening. He promised the dragons.
There must be a way to stop the eclipse.
I'm afraid not, at least not from here. He did something to the apparatus. It can't be used again. Chimera might be able to separate the moons, but she'd need to do it at the moon gate. She looks a little peaked, though, doesn't she?
We need to get her back to to Rimmen.
I am all right. Cadwell, can we use your portal to return to Rimmen?
Of course, Chimera. It's ready.
Okay, return to Rimmen. Here we go. Let's take everybody spawn in.
The eclipse approaches. and with it the opening of the moon gate of Anequina. We have a short amount of time before the way to Jode's core appears. At least I am attuned, and I was able to charge the Dragonhorn.
What do we do now?
Gareshri has already gone to the moon gate of Anequina to take charge of the forces there. We will join him shortly. Thank you for helping with my attunement, Fiveclaw. With you and my ancestors beside me, we will find a way to stop the dragons.
Alright.
We stopped the betrayer, but not before he set the moons in motion. Soon they will align. When the eclipse occurs, the moon gate of Anequina will open and grant access to Jode's core, which is exactly what the dragons desire.
How much time do we have?
Some, but not a lot. Luckily, we anticipated the connection to the moon gate and sent Gareshri ahead with whatever forces we could spare, which was not as much as I would like. I just wish we had something else to fall back on.
What about the Dragonhorn?
The combat Dragonhorn is charged, but we still do not know its full capabilities. We must not waste its energy, so we will save it until absolutely necessary. We should make our way to the moon gate now. Tell our companions, it is time.
I'll gather our allies.
Our companions left the palace to wander Rimmon and consider what is to come. Find Abner Tarn, Zamorak, and Prefect Kalo. Cadwell too, if he is still around. I would like them to join us at the moon gate, but will understand if they decide not to.
Where is the moon gate?
The ancient structure rises out of the jungle far to the southwest. To think, a place known primarily as a pilgrimage stop and historical curiosity may turn out to be the site of Elsweyr's most crucial battle yet.
Tell me more about the moon gate.
The moon gates are among the oldest ruins in Elsweyr. Of the few sites we know of, the Anequina ruin is the most well-preserved. Moon priests consider it sacred. The Riddlethar ties it to the lattice. The rest of us, we see a pile of old rocks.
So, what actually happened to you at the Shadow Dance Temple?
I can only tell you what I experienced. I became one with the temple, with all its memories and past experiences. I connected with my bloodline, with the first Anequina herself. I was attuned.
What does that mean, attuned?
I underwent the process of attunement, the same as Anequina and the moon priests of the temple, the same as Cadwell. I know how to make the moons move, provided we find a working lunar lattice apparatus.
Can you open portals like Cadwell now too?
Some of the stories about Anequina speak of her teleporting from place to place. I see something about portals, but it does not make much sense. Perhaps when I have had 1,000 years to practice, I will be as competent as Cadwell, yes?
Yes. Goodbye. Ooh, excuse me. God, flagging. Gather your companions. Alright, there are all... It showed them in the city, but then it's not showing them on the map. There we go, just a bit slow. This game does have good lighting. I say that a lot, I'm sure I do. But it is a pretty game.
Is it true the impervious vault was robbed? I did not deem that possible.
It was robbed, but, you know, I stopped them. That's what I do. Go on, old man. Up and at 'em.
Wine used to rejuvenate me after periods of intense exertion and spell casting. Now I can barely taste the stuff. A good thing too. Khajiiti wine is cloyingly sweet, like drinking candied plums boiled in moon sugar. I presume you have news?
Chimera wants us to gather at the moon gate of Anequina.
The moon gate? A noble but futile proposition, I fear. The Khajiit should pack up and flee while they still can. Let the Alliance armies deal with this. Show them some fights are more important than deciding whose posterior best fits the ruby throne.
Are you suggesting we give up?
No. Just pondering other options. Too much of what we're facing was the inadvertent result of my actions or the actions of my family. Dragons, Euraxians, necromancers. The responsibility falls to me, and balance must be restored.
So you're still with us?
Would you stand a chance otherwise? Without my arcane and strategic insights, anything you try is destined to fail. I won't have that on my conscience. Now, allow me to finish this sickeningly sweet inebriant. One last indulgence before the end.
I'll see you at the moon gate.
By the way, I believe I understand the purpose of the dragon horn. After much consideration, the use and function of the ancient instrument has become clear. The Dragon Guard were clever, I'll say that for them.
You know how to use it?
Theoretical knowledge isn't the same as practical experience, but I believe I understand the fundamentals of its operation. The Dragon Guard prepared a horn taken from a massive dragon and engraved it with arcane runes, giving it astonishing power.
The dragon horn is actually a dragon's horn?
Oh yes, I'm fairly certain of that. And I found historical references indicating the Dragon Guard gifted such relics to key locations, for their protection, you see. The one you located was originally in Rimmen before it was moved to the sanctuary.
So, how do we use it?
We have neither the time nor resources to move the large relic, but the small horn you brought back, it's called a combat horn, by the way, was designed to be carried into battle. Once charged with energy, its sound weakens dragons.
Chimera charged the horn at the Shadow Dance Temple.
One problem solved, then. The next is sheer age. This ancient combat horn is exceedingly fragile. I'm not sure how many times we can sound the horn before it disintegrates into dust. For that reason, I suggest we save it until we absolutely need it.
Agreed. No. Below. We will definitely do the side quest for Rigot. I just love the Nord Cultural Exchange.
Hello! Come to partake in a before-the-battle cleansing? I find it prudent to make myself pristine prior to the start of a slaughter. In my experience, the subsequent blood and gore adheres much better to a well-laundered body.
Chimera wants us to gather at the moon gate of Anaquena.
The moon gate? I hope to wash away the memories of the betrayer. Some stenches can't be removed with soap and water. I'm sorry I made the moons move, my friend. Sorry I helped the dragons.
That was the betrayer, Cadwell, not you.
But before I became the gallantly gaunt, soul-shriven form you see today, I was the betrayer. I originally did all the terrible deeds that led us to this place. I'm rather ashamed. Dash it all.
So help us fix this, Cadwell. Help us stop the dragons from reaching Jode's core.
Yes, of course. That was my plan all along.
Good
Make up
man.
for my past atrocities by helping the nice cat people defeat the evil dragons, just like the hero I was before I became the betrayer. Tally-ho, then. I'll head to the Moon Gate now and meet you there.
See you there.
As nice as these facilities are, I miss the boiling plasm pools of cold harbor. Hot enough to melt the skin right off your bones. What an invigorating sensation.
Won't the water rust your armor?
And your point is?
Goodbye. Oh, Cadwell. Talk to Prefect Callow. Who is where? Oh, there.
The quiet moments between battles. I like to spend the time catching up on my reading.
Nope, there's
History,
his armor.
military strategy, recipe books. My secret pleasure is a good mystery, though. And the new Investigator Veil is a real page-turner.
Chimera wants us to gather at the Moon Gate of Anaquina.
I've been waiting for the order to move out. I sent most of the Cygnus Irregulars on ahead with Gareshri, but a small contingent remained here in case our earlier guess was wrong. I assume events in the ruins confirmed our theory?
Yep. I killed the betrayer, but not before he set the moons in motion to open the Moon Gate.
Understood. We need to defend the Moon Gate and stop the dragons from using it when it opens. Keep them from reaching Jode's core. Well, at least now we have a mission. And just hope the Khajiit can get over their aversion to working with my troops.
Has there been much trouble integrating your forces with the Khajiit?
Queen Euraxia's tyranny made the Khajiit wary. I don't blame them for that. I just want to show them that not all Imperials are tyrants, that they can trust at least a few of us. It will come, as long as we don't turn on each other first.
I'll see you at the gate. Is that everyone? No, got one more. Oh yeah, of course, Zamorak. Where's Zamorak go? There. Hey Darwin, how you doing? Ah, cool. Is she enjoying it? So far, I'm really liking this expansion. I mean, yeah, dragons. What's not to like? There he is. Hello, Zamorak.
Quiet moments to meditate have been rare since Zamorak returned to Elsweyr. This one needed some time alone, especially after helping Tharn with the dragon at the Shadow Dance ruins. But you look like one who has important news, my friend.
Chimera wants us to gather at the Moon Gate of Anaquina.
Zamorak suspected that would be our next destination. This one noticed that the moons have shifted in the sky, moving in a way that breaks their usual pattern. The betrayer's doing, yes?
Yes.
At least you and Queen Chimera returned from the ruins.
The betrayer set the moons to eclipse, but we killed him and Chimera is now attuned to the lattice.
Then we still have a chance. Zamorak has pledged his honor to Queen Chimera. He will not break that vow. This one has a purpose again, and will see it through no matter the cost. Zamorak will meet you at the Moon Gate, my friend.
I'll see you there. Speaking of dragons, what happened after we entered the temple?
About what you would expect. Tharn used flashy spells to confuse the dragon until it finally gave up and flew away. Then, we encountered a squad of Euraxians led by a necromancer. Those Zamarek dispatched. It was the least this one could do.
Okay. Okay, now where are we going? I guess the moon gate. Yeah, going to the moon gate. Where the heck is it? Oh man. It's going to be the closest way shrine. It's back at the Stitches. Is it your wife's first ESO, or has she played the main game in the other DLCs before? So I'm always interested if people have just sort of come to it when a DLC comes out, or if they've been playing it for a good long while. Right, we were going to the Stitches, weren't we? That was our closest. Still freaking miles away, but actually that's the wrong side of the Cool. I haven't played Final Fantasy, but I've been playing this for years. I mean, the basic game, you got hundreds of hours. Oh, the lag. I think last time I came to this way shrine, it lagged like a bugger. Okay, basically just want to head down this road the good old ways. Cool.
It is time for this one to share lore about Alkosh, the Dragon King of Cats. Pay heed.
I've never played the original Morrowind or Oblivion. I kind of came to Elder Scrolls with Skyrim, which I guess probably a lot of people did. And so I've started playing this just because I wanted more Skyrim. And the horse rest before it throws us. Still got a ways to go. Oh, I bet. A lot of people were saying that. I think Zenimax said it was kind of important to have it, make sure it was the same, you could recognise it all. There's a way shrine, that's handy. Yeah, the music is fantastic. I think I've got 3 or 4 of the soundtracks from ESO and from the DLCs. Yeah, it's absolutely epic. That'll make getting around a little easier. Damn, I didn't go to a stable and pick up a new riding lesson. Oh well. Still on the right track. Vale Farms discovered. Still so far to go. Shit, there isn't another way shrine on the compass. Keep seeing so many side quests to do. I'm going to be playing this for a good long while yet.
Work! Farmhands needed at Mother's farm! Zango's mother is very nice. He promised it. Oh, Zargo worked so hard.
Alright, off again. I'm gonna get there and the others would have just portaled there in an instant. Idiot that has to do all the long distance travelling. I think it's a conspiracy. Oh, don't crash into the bridge. What's the rest of it? We made it. No. Not quite. Nearly. This must be the complex. No. Oh, why is the world so big? There we go. Moongate of Anaquina discovered. Come on, you there? Yep. It's a place deserted? No.
Everyone has arrived. Report to Prefect Kalo, Five Claw, while I confer with the Queen.
Cadwell's juggling fish.
An eclipse is an eerie sight, but where are the dragons?
So he's looking over here in the sky. An eclipse is an eerie sight, but it's over there. Oh well.
The moons come together and the sky grows dark. Ominous, isn't it? And strangely beautiful. Where are the dragons, though? And the remaining Euraxians? I assumed they would have started their push for the Moongate by now.
Are we ready for this?
As ready as we can be. The Kashidi militia and the Cygnus Irregulars have taken defensive positions along the path up to the Moongate. And whatever siege weapons we could get our hands on are set to repel the dragons.
So you think we can stop the assault?
Not a chance. We only hope to slow them enough to give Tharn and Chimera the time they need to stop the Moongate from opening. Or find a way to shut it if all else fails. If the dragons don't reach Jode's core, we win. Wait. What's that noise?
You hear something? Just keep waiting for Skyrim voice lines like, what is it? Dragons?
Get those fires out and ready the ballistic. Move it, soldiers.
Send to the Moongate. Oh no, where is it? I guess this way.
Time for reckless audacity and daring do.
Really, I can't run upstairs.
Euraxians. The wall has been breached.
No.
Kill the cats and the traitors!
Oh, that was very wide. Gold? Yeah.
Up there. More Euraxians.
Got my ult up. That's nice.
Here they come. Prepare yourself.
Come on. Come down.
More soldiers. Take them down.
Oop. Avoid those arrows. Sure. Take an arrow in a knee and then hit up to the city guard.
What?
Cadwell.
I do enjoy.
We need to reach Queen Camille.
More dragons. Oh.
Stay with me, old master. Garesh Ree still breathes, but his injuries are serious. He needs a healer. In the meantime, Zamorak knows what he must do.
What do you mean, Zamorak?
With Garishri injured, someone else must take command of this position. Make sure the Uraxians and the dragons encounter enough resistance to slow them down. That task now falls to Zamorak.
Are you sure?
Yes, my friend. This is Zamorak's chance to finally atone for his past mistakes. Wait, what is this? The dragon horn. This one doesn't know why Garishri was carrying this. But you must take it and reach the moon gate. Queen Chimera needs you.
I'll guard the dragon horn and join up with Chimera. Good luck. Alright. Yes.
Go. Now, Five Claw.
It does. You can go to Riften and I forget the name of it. The city where the Stormcloak leader was king. God, how am I forgetting that? But just sort of that the Rift era of Skyrim.
Right. Let's try that again.
It was partly why when I first played the game, I basically recreated my Skyrim character. Yeah, a Dark Elf, member of the Edenheart Pact, just so I could actually go back to a bit of Skyrim. Ooh, that's... God damn it, inventory. Why is in every game I'm always over encumbered with everything? No, inventory. Full. Use bows, but it's part of a set, so I'm collecting it. Now where am I supposed to be going? There's nowhere till I've killed all these guys. Yeah, when I first played Skyrim, knowing nothing about oh my god, they keep coming. Sort of the perks and the peoples in Tamriel. I just sort of figured it's a game with dragons in, and Dark Elves have a natural resistance to fire, so they'd be a good pick. But of course the dragons breathe fire, frost, electricity, so it didn't really matter who you picked. Gold.
What in oblivion?
Well done, the cleanup. Let's get out of the way the arrows. Can't really dodge those. Spellblade and Battle Mage. Alright, let's knock him down. Yeah, I do love the Nords. They're great. That's not good. And actually, in the ESO games, when you're travelling around the world, you run into the Nord Cultural Exchange. He's just the funniest guy ever, desperately trying to impress everyone with Nord culture. He's just great. Some of the funny side quests.
Won't hold much longer.
Use it quick, quick!
Yeah, just have. Alright.
See how the moons align with the ancient gate. The lattice opens a path to Jode's core. But how did you get the dragon horn? Where's Garishri? And why are the sounds of battle so close? Did the Euraxians overrun our defenses?
Garishri was injured and the dragons breached the walls, allowing the Euraxians to pour in.
Garishri? Hurt? And the Euraxians behind our defenses? This is not good. Not good at all.
No.
Well, we still have the dragon horn. At least until the power runs out or the fragile relic falls apart. I just wish the moons would move for me.
I thought the attunement gave you the power to move the moons.
The power, yes. But not the knowledge and experience.
Have a good night and sleep
I will
well.
continue to try to move the moons and close the
Thanks
gate.
for stopping by.
But you will need to keep the Euraxians from taking this position. I am counting on you, Five Claw.
Okay, I'll guard the moon gate and fight dragons and the undead. Ooh, shiny. The same direction. I bet they're not. It's nice that they only come two at a time. Lightning. Alright, Here come the necromancers. No! Seems like time for an ult.
Mulaamnir and Calgronti approach!
Oh.
The dragon horn. It's our only chance.
No, Fireflow! Not yet!
Into the
Through the
main
portal,
gate.
both of you, and bring the dragon horn.
Chimera, wait!
Okay. Maybe we can trap them wherever this goes. Okay. I don't think we're in Kansas anymore.
Fiveclaw, we stand on the sacred plane of Jode. The dragons went down into the processional. They seek to breach Jode's core.
What is this place?
From the memories I absorbed at the Shadow Dance Temple, Anequina and the Moon Priests came here to honor the moons and set them on their way after their sacred joining. This is also where she helped Kunzari hide the dragon's power.
I don't understand. Why would the dragons agree to give up part of their power?
Here, on the plane of Jode, the memories become clearer with every passing moment. Kunzari was able to use Calgronti's own greed against him. The dragon sought the power of Jode's core from the beginning, but Kunzari offered him even more.
What did Kanzari offer him?
He offered a way to combine the natural power of Jode's core with the mystic might of his loyal dragons. Calgronti's greed was his undoing. Now, he finally has an opportunity to steal all the stored energy for himself. We must stop him!
And let's go do that. This is kind of weird.
Mulaamnir, the vermin still pester us. Devour them.
As you say, my brother.
What are we going to do with this? Why are the Sentinels attacking the dragons? Rogue abilities.
The moon priests still guard this sacred place.
Really should take out the healer first. Stop healing yourself. Very annoying.
Your gods now, you insignificant morsels.
That was a bad shot. He seems big. Big, but not hard to take out. Really? 8 gold. So, where are we supposed to be going? Further down. We'll have a couple more battles like that on the way.
Avoid Mulaamnir as best you can.
Vermin.
Oh. Staggered me. Alright. Okay, this we can knock him down and hold him in place. Okay, this looks like another sort of arena area.
Toad's core is close. I can feel it.
Probably should take out the healer. Whoa. heck out of the way of... Yeah. Dragon lightning.
Mulaamnir, Calgrontide, and Jode's Core. Are you ready for this, Chimera?
Yeah, let's hope she is, or else we've come a long way for nothing. Let's just check my... Actually, we've got a champion point, haven't we? Let's use it. Be a little help. Critical resistance. Yeah, against dragons, elemental defense seems like a good idea. I was going to check my weapon charge. Inventory. How do I help?
Calgrontide is absorbing Jode's Core. As long as the moons remain aligned, the power flowing through him is unimaginable.
Get me to that platform, Tarn. I can separate the moons using the altars. You must deal with Mulaamnir Fiveclaw. I will divert whatever energy I can into the Dragonhorn, but use it sparingly.
You dare to face me, morsel?
Yeah, why not? It's the worst that can happen. Well, don't like that.
You amuse me, little insect.
I'm not even denting his health.
Yes, brother. I will make this quick.
Wow. At least those I can kill. I think I will back up.
Source G.B.
What the heck was that? I didn't even dent him. no idea what I'm doing. None whatsoever.
Sus! Chi! Be!
Oh! As it's his shield right in the middle. Ow.
Let them best you, Mulaamnir!
I'm gonna
Yes,
die.
brother. I will make this quick.
Use fully charged attack to get some health back. Ooh. So stay in the middle.
Sus! Chi! Be! You have made me angry, pest.
Ow. Maybe that's the trick. I just have to survive until I can use the dragon horn. I have to do that 4 or 5 times maybe. the dragon horn that's going to harm him, not me. Whoa. That hurts.
Assist me. The power. It fills me.
Alright, so what are we going to get this time? We've had Wyverns, Storm Atronachs. What next? Yeah. More of these guys. Well, damn it. Right, that's the biggest threat out of the way. Now what? Oh.
My shield will protect you.
I hope so.
Sus. G. B.
God, I'm actually doing damage to him. Bastard. Ow!
You killed Mulaamnir. Good.
I will be the equal of Akatosh.
The moons. I need to finish the ritual. John, hear me.
The power. It belongs to me.
Separate and resume your eternal rest. Now, Five Claw, sound the horn!
No. I will not be denied.
You did it, Chimera. You ended the eclipse. But that means...
The moon gate has closed. We are trapped, yes. But Mulaamnir is dead, and Cal Grontit has been defeated.
Oh, hello! You always find things in the last place you know.
I'm actually pleased to see you, Cadwell. Come, Chimera. Your people await their queen.
Thank you, my friends, for everything.
Holy heck. How? We survived that. We were literally one. We were one. We were going down. Oh, that was ridiculous. I love it.
Queen Chimera, have you been injured?
I am fine, just tired. But look, the moons are no longer aligned. Tell me about the dragons, the Euraxians. What is the state of our forces?
Our scouts tell us that most of the Euraxians and dragons fled when the moons parted. Our own troops have not returned, but the Main has sent an envoy.
An envoy from the Main? If you'll excuse me, I have other business to attend to.
We did it, Five Claw!
We did.
We put the moons back in motion and defeated both Mulaamnir and Calgrontid. I want to thank you for everything. Elsweyr is safer today because of you.
How did you finally figure out how to move the moons?
Just being on the plane of Jode clarified the memories I inherited at the Shadow Dance Temple. I saw the ritual in my mind and performed the actions.
Nice.
Oh, too bad the Dragonhorn did not survive. At least it lasted long enough to banish Calgrontid.
Are we sure we defeated Calgrontid? He seemed extremely powerful at the end.
He did grow larger with every infusion of power he absorbed. But the horn dislodged him from Jode's core, which allowed me to finish the ritual and end the eclipse. After that... a concern for another day, yes?
Why did the Main send an envoy?
I cannot be named queen without the Main's blessing. That, however, is my worry. For now, you should rest. We must honor our fallen and learn the fate of our troops at the Moongate. And after that, we will celebrate a new dawn for Elsweyr.
Freaking inventory's full. Man, I just carry too much stuff. All of this is part of the set.
I cannot be named queen. We have accomplished much, my friend. We overthrew the tyrant, Euraxia Tarn, defeated Zumog Foom and the Betrayer, even killed at least 2 dragons and made the moons move in the sky. If
Not bad.
only I could shake this sense of impending doom.
What kind of impending doom are we talking about?
Nothing specific. Not really. I guess this sense of worry will stay with me until I know the fate of Gareshri, Zamarak, even Prefect Kalo. I would return to the Moongate, but other matters require my attention. Namely, the envoy of the Main.
You think our companions might not have survived the attack on the Moongate?
That is just it. I have no idea. Moons, my head pounds. The effort I exerted at Jode's core was not without a cost. Five Claw, could I convince you to determine the fate of my soldiers and our friends?
I'll find out what happened to our companions and the soldiers at the Moongate.
I appreciate your assistance, my friend. Find out what happened to Garishri and the others, then bring word back to me. Meanwhile, I will try to find a few moments to rest before I meet with the main's envoy or worry about the other dragons.
Isn't the dragon threat over now?
Far from it. But without Calgrontid and Mulaamnir to lead them, they are solitary beasts without a grand plan. Colossal, dangerous beasts to be sure, but not the overwhelming force they were under their dragon leaders.
It's hard to believe this all started with an ancient Khajiiti legend.
There is little difference between myth and history for the Khajiit Five-Claw. Whether Euraxia discovered the Kunzari stories and that led them to the betrayer's head, or Zumog Foom reanimated the head and then learned the tales, who can say?
Indeed. Alright, well, I think that seems to be a good place to leave it for tonight. I mean, we've major boss battle, and fighting another dragon, surviving just. I think that was beyond the skin of the teeth. That was pretty epic. That was pretty epic. So far, we've saved Elsweyr from the immediate threat. We've got the rightful queen back on her throne. Defeated the dragons. The usurper, the necromancers. Been a busy couple of days. Oh, so cool. Love it so much. Okay, I'm going to stop waffling. I'm absolutely knackered after that fight. We'll be back with more of this probably tomorrow. So until then, I am out of here.